Well, hi, and welcome to another episode of Lucky Block Roulette. Today I'm going to do a special themed episode themed after the CustomNPCs and VariedCommodities mods. Let's get right to it. Today I couldn't theme the pickaxe after the mod because of the fact that there's no themed pickaxes from that mod, so instead I themed the axe. So today we get an iron pickaxe, 5 apples, and a bronze battle axe. Let's look over the rule. We go up and begin grabbing lucky blocks from the lucky block blaster. We fire it 10 times until the hotbar is full, whichever occurs first. I can empty the hotbar by moving the rest into my inventory before I do that. Reset the map after each round, which is a change from episode 1 because of the fact that I wasn't able to actually get past a single round. You can only get lucky blocks once unless I get horrid drops. Today's end of the round game is versus. I'm going to use the mob cloner to spawn a hostile mob, which includes a few custom NPCs, the difficulty of which will be directly related to my amount of gear. I'll use a harder NPC if I have worse drops. And today, specifically for today's episode, I've set up some trades, A, to get some normally uncraftable items, and B, to get some of the materials from VariedCommodities. I'll go over them briefly. I can trade diamonds for mithril ingots, which are roughly equivalent gear-wise, iron for bronze ingots, and redstone for rubies. I can also trade emerald frames for amethysts, a sponge for 7 amethysts, a dragon egg for 7 demonic ingots, a diamond horse armor for 7 mithril ingots, gold horse armor for 2 amethysts, and iron horse armor for 7 bronze ingots, in addition to an ender chest for 5 sapphires. And the custom crafter both allows me to make use of items that are normally useless because they're meant to be used for custom things, and allows me to craft normal and craftable tools. So if I use coal and an iron ingot, I can make a steel ingot. I can use 2 steel ingots and a stick to make a katana. I can use a stick and an amethyst to make 4 amethyst arrows, in case I need another way to get arrows. I can use 2 amethysts and a stick to make an amethyst sword, which is roughly equivalent to a diamond sword, only it has sweeping edge on it. You can see how it's purple. A stick and 2 raw chicken for a chicken sword. I can make the cursed trident out of 3 rubies and 3 sticks. I'm not going to go over the frost set trades individually because that would take too long, but they're there. And whereas I had a wooden axe last time, I now have the bronze battle axe, which is a little less damage but attacks faster. And I've also installed vein miner so that I can get through large groups of generated blocks faster. I did have to specifically set it so that the bronze battle axe would work with vein miner. Okay, let's get our blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And I changed up the drops a little bit. It's now possible for splash or lingering potions to be dropped. In addition, following the rule I set up, the most used lucky block is removed from the game and replaced with another lucky block. In this case, I removed the standard lucky block because I got so many of it generated from the pink lucky blocks last episode, and replaced it with the true blue lucky block. So just to go over, our lucky blocks are the true blue lucky block, the pink lucky block, the mechanized lucky block, the Reborn Destiny Lucky Block, the Techno Lucky Block, and I think I can start counting higher than 5. Okay, let's shoot. Oh wow, what's he? Ooh, iron. I can trade that for bronze, and I can make gear with it. Regular chicken. Well, I can't make a chicken sword, but I already have the iron. Ooh. Place a button on the mag. Ooh, I can probably get a button from another. Ooh, the emerald. I'm gonna need a button. Oh, a Baba Yaga spawned. I have the bronze battle axe. Okay, it's gonna lag like crazy because it's spawning. Okay, I think I'm gonna die right now, so I need to just run. Get the other things onto my health bar. Apples. Yeah, because that nearly... I'm still being killed as I get healed, because the poison isn't taking... Okay, I need some good weapons. Fine. Start healing. Yeah, I'm out of lucky blocks, so I actually did get some pretty bad drops. In particular, also I have the... Instead of a normal crafting table... Oh. Place these on. But in place of a normal crafting table, I placed this lovely carpentry bench. It works with vanilla crafting recipes, but it also works with special CustomNPCs / VariedCommodities recipes. And for those who don't know, the VariedCommodities mod basically contains all the items that used to be in the CustomNPCs mod prior to 1.9. Well, I think prior to 1.10. But yeah, I got some pretty bad drops. I could have gotten some emeralds, which would have allowed me some really good armor, but could not get a button. So yeah, round 1 did not get very good drops. Hey, now we're... So, I'm gonna trade all my iron in for bronze. At least some of it. I'm gonna have to use the bronze battle axe to fight because of the fact that I simply did not get any sticks. But I can craft some nice armor. Particularly the full bronze set. I think it might be slightly better than the regular iron set. Although the boots, and I believe... Let me look. Well, the boots are equivalent. The boots and the leggings are... Okay, I got some pretty good armor though. I also add a storage chest so I can store things I don't need. I didn't even get much food. Okay, so I'm gonna get the rest of my iron trade, craft a few more sets of armor, and then I'll be ready to fight. Okay, now I've got everything sorted out. I've got the mob cloner. And I saved the trader in case. But I've got 4 enemies. A vanilla evoker in case I'm fully geared. Bangheart if fully armored. Kamoku only if fully geared. And Israel if lacking armor entirely. I'm gonna fight Bangheart. Yeah. Alright. Let's spawn one more. Now I'm fully healed again. Finally. That stupid witch. Yeah, that's gonna be a heal round. I'm gonna get everything reset. I'm gonna get everything reset for the next round. Well, I got absolutely amazing drops last episode, and here so far I'm getting pretty bad drops. I actually did test the NPC enemies I made, which is why my experience bar is partially filled. But yeah, due to the fact that it was a very conscious decision to fight another Bangheart, just due to the fact that the first fight seemed too easy, I'm gonna count that round as a victory. Also, I cleared my advancements this time around. But here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ow, poison. Yeah, the negative drops are pretty bad. What's worse is all those witches. Compasses. I don't actually have a resource tree for compasses. Ooh, iron horse armor. I think the witches are fighting each other because I can hear them throwing potions. Oh no, there's a witch at the top. I'm gonna kill most of these witches. You cannot have them hanging around the spawn area. But I can totally trade in the horse armor. So binding and curse. So I cannot take those off if I put them on. So I'm not gonna put them on unless I don't get anything better. Okay, I got some anvils. And of course I got falling anvil trap again. If I had a brewing stand, I could probably convert that to a splash potion, which would actually be kind of useful. But I don't have a brewing stand. Okay, so I did get something slightly better this time. Well, actually, not really. I think the drops I got were even worse. So I'm probably going to remove the potion drops, just because of the fact that they kind of just take up space that would be used for lucky blocks. I was actually hoping, but at least I didn't use up all the apples immediately. So again, I'm going to have to use the bronze battle axe. But I don't have full gear, so I'm going to have to go up against Israel. I just went with the default names. I have 7 bronze ingots. That's gotta be enough to make leggings. Okay, wrong crafting table. Okay. Oh, I'm actually looking pretty nice. Once again, gonna grab a mob cloner. And this round was pretty short. Not full year to Israel. Tusk Assassin. And just to go with the, I'm gonna spawn another Israel. Just to have another go at it. Okay, I'm gonna give myself 3 deaths allotted per round. I should have switched to the night boots now that I think about it. But whatever. I'm gonna count that round as a win. Okay. Time to move on to round 3. Which I actually expect to be doing since the first round took up almost half my normal video length. But, time to move on to round 3. Okay, that round was actually more successful, probably because of the fact that I was partially armored, so I didn't give myself a monster that was meant for a fully armored player, but rather one that was meant for unarmored. Either way, that was easy. This time I put the mob cloner in the chat, just so that I don't have to grab it out of creative mode. So I'm gonna leave the notebook in that chest for now. Actually, I'm gonna move them to the storage chest and up top so that they don't get blown up. Okay. Everything's off my hotbar. 1, 2, 3. I was just thinking about how it wasn't shooting out a potion. Then immediately shot out a potion. Also, if you notice that I seem to be pressing it more than 10 times, I'm only counting when something actually comes out. I'm gonna bite the bull and use... Oh, we got diamonds. Oh, sweet, I got diamonds. Hey, where's the button? Where's the button? There's still poison. Yeah, I did not go easy on myself when putting those poison potions in. This time around I completely reset to the same condition each time, but I think for starting from the next episode I'm going to take the lucky blocks and everything out and throw them back into the hopper so it's randomized further each round. I'm just gonna wait for that poison to wear off. Actually, I'm gonna do some trading while I'm waiting. Okay, it doesn't ignore MBT tags. I should have set it to ignore MBT tags, so I'm gonna have to go into creative mode because it doesn't ignore the MBT tags, and it's supposed to. Basically just removing the name from those. I actually didn't trade. Okay, so I think the mithril armor might. Okay, so the mithril armor is not full armor. So it actually used the standard craftsmanship. Okay, I got it. Okay, so now the poison's finally worn. The poison finally wore off, so we can start crafting some more. Okay, now I'm ready to go back down and fight Bob. If Bob has not despawned, because mobs spawned by the Lucky Block mod, particularly hostile mobs, really like to despawn for some reason, even if they have custom needs. Gonna use the unlucky blocks first. Ah, the classic flop. And the moment I die is the moment that it finishes eating the apple. Oh yikes, killer bunnies. Okay. I get healed, but I don't have any food. Oh, they're dropping food. Got rid of all the unlucky blocks. Ooh, more diamonds. And since I don't get anything for blocks of diamonds, I'm gonna craft that. Okay, now I've got another true blue lucky. I don't even know what Destiny lucky block. Ooh, bear armor. Okay, good. There aren't any polar bear cubs. Because if there's a cub, from what I remember, if there's a polar bear cub around, adult polar bears will all become hostile immediately. But there isn't. There's not particularly any weapon. I'm not getting any sticks today. I should have probably had a trading recipe. Well, not a trade for sticks, simply because of the fact that there are no. I'm not getting any sticks today for some reason. This is the third round. I still haven't gotten any. Okay, so they are not unbreakable, so I will need to get some nice spare armor. Hey, you got a spare set of armor now. Let me grab the mob cleaner and get ready. You know what, this time I'm gonna jump. I'm not gonna get cheating food or anything, I'm just gonna jump off right now. So that I respawn with full. It is a very good thing that I don't have mantle in this series, because that mod makes it so that you keep your hunger level when you die. Let's go with the evoke. Yeah. Oh. Those ever annoying Vexes. Okay, I am allowed to use the drops from mobs in this series. Some Lucky Block games don't allow. when you do this, but Lucky Block Roulette does. Or at least this episode does. And the Evoker is the only vanilla mob among the four, just because I wanted to fill out mobs more. Komoku hits very, very hard, and applies a debuff to you if he hits. It's sort of like a witch. It sort of fights like a witch who doesn't have to switch potion types and use projectiles do not harm. Because they kind of design him as sort of a magic archer. But he fires spells from a glaive instead of using Actually, I'm gonna find another evoker I have. This is the first time I'm going to 3 mobs, and simply because that was way too easy. I have to face off with the many Vexes, but at least I'll slowly start taking damage now. Something put regeneration 2 on me. I don't know what. I think it might have been the armor resistance. I haven't fought evokers much because I don't go into woodland mansions. So I also haven't fought Vex as much. You know how annoying they are. The only vanilla mob I fought Vexes are phantoms from 1.13. And I suck against those too. Thankfully the evokers are a lot, not the Vexes are a lot slower. Well, the evokers are slower too. Yeah. When you are allowed to use more. That's why the Metamorph mod was added in the first. But let's get. I think it's the end of the round. As such, it's the end of the episode. If you'd like to drop a like on it, disliked it, drop a dislike on it, leave a comment why you disliked it, comment your ideas you might have for future episodes. And yeah, that's gonna end it. Signing off.